Everyone, welcome to my playthrough of the first level of New Super Lucky's Tale. This is a remake, kind of a reboot of Super Lucky's Tale, which was made by Playful Games for the Xbox. It's now available on various platforms, and they describe it as a love letter to classic platform gaming. It has a lot of similarities to Super Mario World and a few other platform games and similar movesets. And we're going to play through the first level. That includes the first subworld that's always at the beginning, and then the first level that you'll see is called Sky Castle, and it has a bit of a long initial cutscene which intros the game, sets up the story, and it's pretty cool. You'll see. And here we go.
It started with the destruction of our home. In a mad grasp for power, the sorcerer Jinx betrayed his friends and tried to steal our most powerful artifact, the Book of Ages. The Guardian Order stood together to fight against him. But in the battle that followed, Jinx banished those that opposed him. His spell scattered the Guardians to unknown worlds, stranding them far from Sky Castle. The few of us that remained took the book and ran. We spent years evading Jinx and his family of villainous children, the dreaded kitty litter. But we couldn't outrun him forever.
Lyra, stay behind me, Lucky.
Your little game of cat and fox is over, Swiftail. There's nowhere left for you to run.
We prepared to make our last stand in my homeworld of Foxington. But just when all hope seemed lost, something strange happened. The book reacted violently to Jinx's magic. Whether it did so to defend itself or to protect us, its pages scattered wildly in the storm it unleashed. The portal it opened was violent and unstable, pulling Jinx and his kitty litter to somewhere far from Foxington. But it wasn't the kitty litter the book wanted.
Lyra, I'm slipping. Hold on, Lucky. I've got you.
Before the portal closed, it took my little brother Lucky as well.
Lucky, no!
Without the Guardian Sigil, my team can't travel between worlds. We've been stuck here ever since that day, waiting. I don't know where that portal took him, but I know that Lucky is still out there, somewhere within the book. My name is Lyra Swiftail, and I'm the current head of what remains of the Guardian Order. But this isn't my story. This is Lucky's tale.
Okay, I am playing this on a PS5, which is where I downloaded it from, the PlayStation Store, the digital version. It is available on various platforms, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and a few others, I think.
Come on!
And you'll see, we'll show Lucky has a few different movesets. He can dig and tunnel, he can jump, double jump, swipe his tail, he can pounce like that and dig, he can like skate across hard ground and do all kind of things. Now, with this first level, which is a subworld of the first world of the game, it's always in the intro and it's in the demo. We're going to go through each set or each part and I'll explain it. And the non-player characters you get into conversations with, you can't actually understand what they're saying, but there is dialogue throughout it that goes from left to right. This is the main non-player character, and he's a bit of a desperate guy who wants to be friends with Lucky, and he's a little bit of a clingy guy. You'll see what I mean with the dialogue. And when they do the setups for each section, you get little messages from him Oh, it's weird. While the different sections are loading, that's what you get. You get Greg the male golem talking to you. And he really wants to be friends with Greg, or with Lucky. Okay, so we move around here. There's a lot of exploring you can do, and you can collect a lot of things. There are collectibles. There are coins. Not all of them are immediately visible. You can smash things or tail swipe them, I guess. And there are hidden things. You see that those little glowing effects over there? There is stuff hidden in there as well, and I'll show you as we go. There we go. Just like that. Some bushes have coins hidden in them, and you'll know when they have coins in them because there's a couple coins right on the surface. Usually just swipe them once and then cute little characters like that. And there's nothing to be done about them. They talk or whatever. Slightly hidden areas like this. You get these crates you can tail swipe. You get little gems like that diamond there. And you don't want to fall off the edge because you bite it when you do. Alright, so now I'm not going to tail swipe that at first because it will lower this ramp so we can get up there. But as you can see, there's a hidden coin right here. A big one, which is worth, I think, 5 or 10 coins. And then we go over here. There's sometimes hidden platforms which have more invisible coins. You collect all them and you get a big one. And there are other collectibles you can get as well. These coins, especially the ones that are hidden, are all over the place. Sometimes they're up high, sometimes they're easier to get, sometimes they're not. Here we go. Get that. And using Lucky's Pounce, we can do this. Set that up, the plunger, which allows us to do this. Now, what Greg was talking about was you can't move until you get these locked doors cleared. Usually it's by collecting these pages from the book, but in this case, in the initial world, it's just hitting that bell he talked about. Some coins are hidden partly underground, and the way to do that is to dig to unlock them, like this. And then, this is hypothetically a mushroom, but it's a bouncy thing. It helps you get up higher off the ground. Hit the bell. Oop. There we go. And that lowers this platform so we can get back down easily. Not that we couldn't anyway. And there we go. Gate's unlocked. Now, in some platform games, if you drop from high levels, you bite it. In this one, you can drop from pretty much any height, and Lucky isn't going to die. So that's kind of cool, but not terribly realistic, but hey, it's a cute little platforming game. It's not about realism, it's about the fun. And you can pass on talking to characters after you've had to talk to them, like with the initial talking to Greg, but, you know, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's up to you. You don't have to talk to them. You'll see later in the game, there's some characters who have extensive dialogue that is you'd wish you could bypass. Checkpoint, it's like a fox, that restores all your health points. Now you get 3 hearts. You see them up at the top left. You never get any more than 3. So you have to be careful when you're gaming at the higher levels, which are more difficult. There are hearts in crates, and you can collect them by collecting them in gameplay. Also, you have Lucky's head over there. That's a life. You can collect a number of lives, and as you get higher in the game, you're going to need as many lives as possible because, especially the bonus world at the end after the final boss battle, Foxington, the home world, has a bunch of really difficult challenging games to play, and you'll need those lives. You really will. Here comes the first boss of the first world, one of the kitty litter.
Weebo ba ni wow. Dim dim ni pokey. Meow. Gibble ba ki chow. Row. Weebo ba ni wow. Dim dim ni pokey. Meow. Gibble ba ki chow.
And we got to find 3 golem heads, take them back to these little bodies here. Ring the bell 3 times, just like that, to get all his chest light and his eyes lit. Now, then we go around. By collecting those letters, if you spell out his name, you get an extra page, and points, and coins, and so on and so forth. I believe you get an extra life after 300 coins as well, so... Now, there are various ways to fight these guys. They're called wormholes, I think, or no, not wormholes. I forgot what they're called, but they're bad guys. And you can either jump on top of them, you can come up beneath them and tail swipe them, or bounce on top of them, or you can pounce on them. First of all, looking around, you get to see there's all kinds of hidden things. I took care of that gem. And then, you'll see in this bush, no coins. More hidden coins here. Now, pouncing. Targeted pounce. Just like that. That's another way to do it. More hidden coins, just like here. Now, this leads to a subworld that allows you to get more points and collect more things. Also, there's certain areas, certain things, objects, whatnot, you can hit with your tail swipe to get coins. Usually only once, sometimes up to 3 times. Generally it's only once with these things in the game, but you'll see. There's an extra life hidden down there. As well as some invisible coins here. We go down, we get the life, and hit the mushroom, bounce back up, and now, these hearts, sometimes they're just going to be in the way. You have no choice but to get them, or you can go around them. The boxes, when they're in crates, you kind of don't have too much of a choice. Again, you'll only ever be able to get 3, as you can see up at the top left. Never more than that. So you got to be judicious with what you're doing. There's another lucky name. Now, there's some invisible coins over there. With a little bit of deft maneuvering, you can get those coins too, just like that. Now, let's go ahead and go into the subworld and, oops, do that. You keep getting these little hints as you go along between different sections. Subworld, now, in here, when you see these little clocks, it's a timed challenge. This initial one is particularly easy, but they get a little more challenging. Usually because of the obstacles in the way, not so much because of the collecting the colored coins themselves. But you only have so much time to do it. And if you don't make it, it resets and you can always redo it. So you don't get just one chance. You'll get multiple chances if you want to keep going back and doing it again. But you only have so many seconds. Now you get that coin or that gem there, and you see there's hidden coins here, which lead to another extra life. So So you want to keep collecting as much as possible. Buzzkill stingers. You're going to see bees in the game, and they shoot these little rocket-propelled stingers at you that you want to avoid. And you can tail sweep them back towards the bees too. So, all right. Here's what I mean by a crate with a heart in it. It's almost impossible not to hit that if you just want to hit the crates with the coins in them, but eh. Okay, so hidden areas, invisible coins, a diamond, and we go back over here. Now, there's a switch up there we have to hit by bouncing up. That will release the bars so we can get the second head, and of course there's another letter up there. So. That releases that ramp to go down and bring the second head back. Okay, back down to get the second golem head. We follow this along. Back down and put the second head on the second body. Stone golems. Waking that guy up. You don't have to get the letters in order, just as long as you do collect them for the points that you'll get. Sometimes there's hidden gems in the falls, the waterfalls. You don't want to get hit by these fireballs. Now you'll notice back over here, we have a statue that's missing a ball in one hand. We have to bring that ball back. And see that little sparkly thing in the crate there? There we go. I keep saying I wanted to say box. Bring this sucker back. And that opens up another hidden subworld where we're going to have another challenge. Alright, now we gotta fight these crazy giant flower monster things. There's a bunch of different ways you can deal with them. Just tail swiping, or getting on top of them like that. Pretty easy, this first world. And again, collecting. And this gives us the hidden page. You don't have to get it to complete a world, but it helps. Every page helps. And collecting as many coins as possible also helps. You get an extra page, and I believe you get an extra life too, so. Another extra life. And you see, we got all the names, all the letters for his name. Got another page. Here's the third head. Grab him, bring him back over here. Got the coins with it. And we bring him back. And boom. happy golems. Go here and get our page. Which brings us out to the main Sky Castle world, the first world in the game. And we have to unlock that gate with 8 pages, 8 clover pages. We already got 5, or 4, I guess.
Row, Weebo Bunny wow. Wow, Dim Dim Nip Pokey. Meow, Kibble Baki Chow. Meow.
Alright, so you can go any number of different directions in this world. There are subworlds, there are puzzles where you can go to solve, and you can find coins. Some coins are hidden in signage and different things. You can hit them up to 3 times and it'll give you coins. Mine's there. There we go, just once in that case. But it's all about looking around. There we go. Here's another subworld, the aqueducts. Each level also has an auto run level. That's not going to be this one, but the auto runs are a little tricky, but it's all about timing because you're going to go forward and not be able to stop or go backwards, and you'll see what I mean as we go. And there are hidden pages in each world and other things to collect as well. Letters, coins, and so forth.
Row, Weebo Bunny wow. Wow, Dim Dim Nip Pokey. Meow, Kibble Baki Chow.
Come on!
Now, he's starting to corrupt golems, so you battle them in the boss level for this, but it's not the final boss battle, obviously, it's just one of them. We hit 3 of these plungers and we get the first letter. There she is. And we go along here. Now, see these platforms? If you stand on them too long, those things will turn around and the spikes will hit you. So it's all about timing again. See what I mean? Now, we hit that clock so we can collect coins. We have so much time. And you get an extra life. And we go back here, and there's another letter. Checkpoint. And we got to go back over there behind us. In order to do that, we have to hit these plungers to open up a warp point to get to it. There it is. And this will give us the hidden page, I believe. Again, timing is everything here. Oops. There it is. But there's also an extra life over there. We want to get that as well if we can. Just like that. As many extra lives as you can, because again, you're at the end of the game, or at the end of the game, with the bonus world, you're going to need every single one. Alright, there's another letter. We have to avoid these fireballs and get around our buddy Mittens, Master Mittens, 3 times. Don't actually have to hit him there, but... Now, we go back down here. We should be able to get one more time, I think. That'll get us the letter K. Oop, gotta be careful about those fireballs. See, we're down to 1 heart now, so we got to be careful. Let's see, did I get everything? Yeah, I did. Now with the checkpoint, brings you all the way back to the top. There's a long line of these little platforms here, these suicide platforms, and collecting coins and then going back so we get to that warp point there. Oh, I'm going to have to go back because I got to get those birds. And we got to go over there with the warp point. First, I'm going to take care of these. This here. Get that. And we'll get the birds on the way back. There's one of those bees that shoot off the buzzkill stingers. Oh, wait a minute. You can either jump on top of them, hit them on the top of the head, or you can swipe. Ah! See what I mean about those? That darn platform. There, like that. Where you can swipe the buzzkill stingers back at them. Ah! And if you're not careful, you fall right off. Another extra life. And we're at the end. It's pretty easy to open up those gates. You don't, I mean, if you're collecting the pages, it's simple. And this first world is pretty easy to work your way through. Now, as you can see right over here, this guy, Giovanni, is the guy where you can customize costumes for Lucky if you want to. You don't have to, and of course you have to spend the coins on them. Customizable costumes. And each world introduces new ones. Like this. There's his basic look. And in this first world, you get a hat and you get a body item. I'm not crazy about that one, so I'm going to just avoid it. And then we go over here and we see that there are a couple warp points to what are puzzles, statue puzzles. We gotta deal with this guy. Kind of New York construction worker vibe. All right, so the goal here, they start out very simple, but they do get more difficult, more challenging, is to get the fox statue over there and work your way around these cat statues. Of course, you have an option to start over if you get stuck, or skip it entirely. I'm going to work it through because these first world levels are really particularly simple. You have to hit them just right to get them out of the way. Oop. There we go. Now, you don't have to talk to Greg, or I guess Flint, at the end unless you want to. He's a funny guy, though. And there are several of these on each level. And as the levels go, they get gradually more complex, more challenging. Simple as that, at least in the beginning. And there's more of Sky Castle. We're going to eventually end up there for the boss battle. Some of these signs you can't knock up for coins, or I guess that's a bad choice of words. Tail swipe for coins, but yeah. Now this one, this subworld is a little more complicated, and you'll see what I mean. And we got to avoid these fireballs again. You can collect coins here in letters, and there are hidden coins too. And this one is all about good timing, good strategy. Oop. Well, I didn't mean the heart, but that's okay. There we are. Oh, got. Sorry about that, got a little distracted. And we keep going. Oops. For that one. And there's the dog, in a manner of speaking. Just a giant fireball. Trick is to work your way around these depressed areas in a way that allows you to use that ramp to get back up again. Because you don't want to get trapped going the wrong way, or you get stomped on by this fireball dog thing. Oh, missed a coin. And you don't want that. There's K. If you do it right, you can avoid him. But it takes a little skill, a little experience, because it's easy to get trapped and caught, and then you're stuck getting smashed by this freaking fireball. And now we're topside. Got a few things to solve here. Some hidden coins. Extra life hidden in there. Now, with this, you can get a number of collectibles here if your timing is good. Oh, sorry about that, gang. I had a phone call. Oop. There we go. Definitely want to go underground and avoid those things, because there's too many of them coming through to go by without going underground. And another sub-level. We go into there. And here we go. for a hidden page. All right. Now, we go up here. Smaller versions of that red flower thing. And they're a pain, too. Easy enough to get rid of, though. Another letter here. Oop, got a little sloppy there. Wasn't watching what I was doing. Another life here, very easy to get. A plunger, which leads us to that. Fixing the bridge. So we can get down and collect a bunch more coins. Get that there. Come down to here. And go up here. Now, it might be tempting to just go right for the page, but as things progress, you find more hidden stuff, like right there. Which always helps. And there's the dog again. Now, before we go up there, remember Jinx? Well, he's trying to spy on you, hiding as a golem. You can talk to him. You hit him. Of course, it doesn't kill him or anything like that, but it's always fun just to work out some frustrations. And he doesn't do anything about it. How about that? Another sub-world here, which is another statue puzzle. And you do the statue puzzles on this level, and it frees Flint so he can move around. And I don't think you actually have to free him in order to do the statue levels on future worlds, but it helps, I think. That Flint's a snarky little guy, ain't he? Okay. Then we go down here. And we get to here, another one of those subworlds with the statue puzzles. And here we come to the auto run level, sub-level. These require, like anything else, timing. There's all the collectibles, the usual collectibles in there. You can't go backwards and you can't stop. So, as a typical auto run would be. So here we go. Each world has an auto run level. Hand-eye coordination and strategy. Oop. Ah, I missed the L. Okay. But the good thing is, we can go back. If you miss one, you can always go back and repeat the level, or you can stop the level in progress and start again from scratch. There's the secret cage. It's very easy to miss certain things if you're not careful what you're doing. The only thing is, to get all the letters, you have to just go through the whole level. So, got to go back through it and complete it in order to get that last letter. And now we go back in and we're going to make sure to get that L this time. There we go. Ah! Let's try that again. Instead, this time, we're going to do the shortcut way of resetting that. And it's easier than you think to miss those if you're not careful what you're doing. It's all about the timing. Unfortunately, I don't know any way of skipping through the initial setup that shows you the level. Some games you can do that. This one, I don't think you can. There we go. There we go. We got it. Now, having already gotten the other letters, I can do them again, but they're just grayed out, as you see there. Everything you've already gotten has been grayed out. So you don't need to get it again. But you still got to go through the level to keep that one you missed that you want to get again. There we go. And we get an extra page each time we go through it again. So. There we go. And all the letters. Now we're up here. There are two more subworlds with, or sublevels with statues that we got to do to free up Flint. And then we have the mini boss battle. Oop, I think I goofed. Just a little bit, but it's easy to take care of. Instead of having to reset it, sometimes you'll have to reset them. This one is easy enough where we don't actually have to. Get that taken care of there. Yeah, the whole thing is cute. The level design, the character design, the art and whatnot, but it's a cool game. And again, as it gets higher up in levels, it does get challenging. But before we do the boss battle, go ahead and get the last sub-level with the statue puzzle. And then we'll do the boss battle. There we go. Now, before I do the boss battle, I'm going to really quickly stop this one and do another short video with the boss battle and step into the next world so you can see that, because I'm nearly out of recording time. So, oop.